Okay, here's my thoughts on the market today. Currently, I am long because I believe we are going to get a squeeze out of here. I'm thinking we make a move up to this trend line here, consolidate before we squeeze up. That is the best case scenario. Worst case scenario is obviously we just go down here, but I don't think that's going to be the case because we have a ridiculous amount of open interest that is increasing right here. And you can see it is at an all-time high of this range, right? So I believe when we had the break of this trend line here, there were a bunch of people that went short here, expecting us to go down, as evident in the open interest. But I think these people are about to get squeezed out. And at least minimum, we should see a move to the back of this trend line right here. As you can see, this trend line has been tested once, twice, and 3 times. And this is a setup that I've seen quite a lot in the past, where once trend lines get broken, people start to ape in at the bottom, shorting, expecting it to go down, but what ends up happening is they get used as short fuel to send the market up, right? And then people start to short again on the retest of the trend line, thinking that it's going to get rejected, when in reality, again, they're used as short fuel to send the market even further up. And then we'll probably get a short squeeze, maybe up to somewhere like here. Like best case scenario is like a short squeeze to up here. So if we did get that, what I want to see is I want to see a flush in OI open interest. If we do squeeze out of here, I want to see this reset and take a plunge down, right? And once this level gets taken out, then that's when I would most likely close out on my long and flip short. But that's anticipating that what I am seeing actually happens, okay? Because I did open up a long position. Stop loss right beneath this low, so we'll see we'll see if I can get it. But kind of my thought process behind this is, if you take the range, right, I'm pretty sure this is an ICT concept, but at the top of the range, market is in a premium. At the bottom of the range, market is in a discount. So if I'm looking for longs, I'm looking for it when the market is in a discount. When I'm looking for shorts, I'm looking for shorts when the market is at premium. So I took my entry basically right here, because once this low was set and this high was made, I basically did the same thing, where it's just like, okay, this is the low of the range and this is the high of the range. I want to get my position in when the market is at a discount. So that's what I did there. And stop loss right below this low, because I feel like if we come down here, then I'm just wrong. And also just looking at Exocharts, I'm seeing signs of sellers being absorbed. Okay, so like in this candle specifically right here, you can see this candle closed green, right? You had a lot of trap traders down below here, and you have negative delta, negative 14 million delta in the candle closed green, right? So what that tells me is sellers were extremely aggressive here, trying to push the price down, but there was a limit buy underneath here holding the price up, and you can see all the trap sellers that were down here at the bottom of this candle, right? And then you can see the same thing right here. This candle closed green, but there was a negative delta, right? So when I saw signs of that, that told me that, okay, this could be actually this could be signs of absorption at the lows, and that we might actually squeeze up. So I'm gonna see how it holds up right here. Ideally, I don't think we shouldn't even make it down to here, because if we make it down to here, right, then these people who have been underwater will be able to get out. And if the intent is truly to squeeze out the shorts, then I don't think the market makers would even allow us to get down to here where these people can cover. So we'll see how it plays out. Okay, so I got stopped out. There was a move right here that took out the low, which was a spring. So I originally entered right here, and on this move, I should have moved my stop loss. I actually did move my stop loss to underneath here. And when price started to come back down here, I removed it again to underneath here, and that was not a good idea. I should have just kept my stop loss right here, because when this move came down, I would have been able to re-enter lower and get a better position. So I re-entered right here, still sticking to the original plan. What makes me think that this is a spring and not a sign of weakness is we had a long liquidation here. We had shorts liquidated at the top here. So if we can clear this high here, then that shows me that in spite of shorts being liquidated here, we should be able to continue up higher. Not only that, but the open interest that declined here from the spring down did not budge at all, okay? So that tells me that there's actually more shorts in here than longs. So I'm going to stick to this plan, re-entered here. I'm going to hold on and stick to the original plan of at least making a move to the top of the trend line here, and then potentially even going higher. So Yeah, that's how it's playing out right now. Okay, another thing I want to point out is just analyzing the footprint of this move right here. Okay, so when we got that move there, there's some interesting stuff that I'm seeing in the footprint that could have been indicative of a spring down. First of all, you have absorption at the highs. You can see this candle closed red, but there was an immense amount of positive delta. You can see how all the positive buys were kind of stacked up at the top here, right? So this is the first sign that there's someone holding down the market up above. And then as we get down to the bottom of the range here, so just looking at this range entirely, once we get into the discount of the range, we can see signs of people intentionally holding down the market. So see right here, you have a red candle with positive delta. So that means that there is a lot of aggressive buying coming from below on the bid, but someone is intentionally stepping someone is stepping in with limit asks, limit sells, holding down the market, which is why I closed red. Okay, and then you can see that even right here, right? Closed red, positive over 1 million and positive delta. Someone's up above here holding down the market. Okay. See it a little bit here with 62. You see it, especially right here, another one, 1.2 million positive delta, but the candle closed red. And then right after that, you have the spring. So what's interesting to me is when you can see that absorption, at least the theory is like seeing that absorption in the footprint could have been indicative that a spring was about to occur. Like they were going to force the market down to liquidate, to liquidate all the shorts, or all the longs before they send the market up. But let's see how it plays out, okay? Because we're right now kind of sitting in premium. If you want to move this down here, we're sitting above premium here in this range. I wonder if we'll even make it down here. But if we can not take off this high and we start trading back down in here, then the idea is wrong in my head, and I don't know if we're actually gonna blast up out of here. So we'll see, because after these springs, typically you see like just a strong reversal afterwards. Like you can't even get a position, but we'll see how it plays out. All right, so quick recap on price action we've been facing. As you know, I took my long in about right here, and we had accumulation throughout here, and then we just had the squeeze to the upside. Unfortunately, I exited my long prematurely. I exited it over here. The reason why I exited it is because I saw it in the futures market. CVD was trending down and spot CVD was trending down. So I was confused. I was thinking, I don't know how we're gonna break out of here when the CVD and when perps and spot CVD is trending down, but I was wrong. We did have a squeeze to the upside. Okay, we had a liquidation. It looks like we have a consolidation period. So just wanted to go over and think like, how did this happen? Okay, because as you can see here, the price is making lower or higher lows while the CVDs here are both going down. Okay, and that's really interesting to me. The fact that both the perps and the spot CVDs are going down, but price is making higher lows is interesting to me. So taking a look at the spot market, okay, it looks like most of the spot exchanges are selling throughout this period here. Okay, you do have a little bit of a bounce from spot USDT, but nothing substantial. Coinbase selling. Kraken is buying. Kraken has been buying all throughout this period. So I don't know. It makes me think that there's someone here with limit bid orders that have been holding up the price. And maybe if we check Exocharts in this range, if maybe that's something that we could see too. We should see asks stacked on the bottom of the candle, right? Indicative of someone with a limit order absorbing selling pressure. Okay, right here you could see a little bit of asks, but not too much. Okay, here you do not see very much stacked price action. Okay, so that's very interesting. Maybe we check the futures market, or sorry, maybe we check the spot market, see if there's absorption going on at the lows. So zooming in here on the spot market, see what we can see. Does not look like there's that much. Does not look like there's that many orders stacked on the ask side. Not really much here. No, there's not that many. Okay, so to be honest with you, I have no idea what is going on here. I have no idea how this could happen. I'm confused. Okay, because there's This is indicative that there are limit orders underneath propping up the price. But not seeing it in the CVDs here. It looks like most of the buying was done via Kraken because Kraken is the only exchange with the CVD that is buying here, right? But if Kraken is buying and absorbing orders, then you should see it in the footprint. At least I think so, right? You should see it in these lows where the asks get trapped at the bottom. Okay, there's not much stacking there. You know, like you did, like here. So you can see all the asks stacked on the bottom of the candle. You can see all the asks, the sell volume stacked there, right here, like indicative of someone absorbing the sells, especially with this positive green candle and this negative sell delta. Right here, you can see all the asks stacked. But that's interesting to me. I guess you can kind of see it like right here, especially. Let's just like that. Okay, you can see it there a little bit. This is on the 15-minute time frame. But it doesn't really look like that much absorption. Okay, right here you did have quite a lot of selling pressure. Negative delta, green candle on the 15-minute time frame here. So maybe that could have been indicative of a move up. So there was absorption going on, but I'm going to stick to the original plan. Targeting here, right? Seeing how it looks. I would want to look for a short once the open interest completely flushes out here, right? Once we get a flush down, then I think we'll get a meaningful pullback. But right now, yeah, I think we're gonna go up. Should have stuck to the original plan. Did not. Learning lesson. Added an X to the trading demons of exited too soon, right? And yeah, just wanted to document this. All right.